this gentleman comes all the way from Australia. That's correct. He hails from Australia. Please give it up for the very funny man, Nick Stevenson, everybody. Nick Stevenson.
G'day, good evening, fellow Americans. I can say that now. Just became an American citizen. I can give it up for America. You know what that means? It's much easier to get a gun. No, all I had to do was take a test. The test was easy. Explain a ground rule double. Yeah? Name the Yankees' 2009 winning team and drive an SUV. Being an American citizen, it's a wonderful thing because it has opened up the world of opportunity for me. I mean, now I don't have to vote. I get to go to Guantanamo Bay for my holidays, and I get to take part in jury duty. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Does anybody know what day it is today?
Australia Day.
Thank you, lovely lady in the audience. It is Australia Day in Australia. You smart ass. You thought you were being funny there, didn't you? It's a fucking brilliant day. You know, Australia Day is when all the British, they came to our country with a whole bunch of diseases and convicts, and they pulled out a flag and they said, "Fuck off, you Aborigines. This is our land now." Now, the good thing about all the English coming to Australia back then is that no English people live in Australia now. It's a fucking brilliant thing. I can remember and picture the British soldiers saying to the one-legged convict, "Hello, old chap, would you fancy a boat ride to the mainland?" And the one-legged convict's like, "No, fuck off. I want to stay here." And the officer's like, "Well, why wouldn't you like to come with me?" And the one-legged convict's like, "Well, you're all fucking miserable over there. It's wet, it's fucking raining, you're all dying. I want to stay here and have some half-caste babies." That, ladies and gentlemen, is the history of Australia Day. True story. Now, I've been here 10 years, and I get the tipping system. But having to tip a guy $1 for giving me a breath mint and a paper towel in the men's bathroom? That's just fucking ridiculous. I go in the men's bathroom for one reason. Do a line of coke. I need that dollar bill. I used to get really upset with a lot of my American friends because I've been here so long and they ask me some pretty fucking stupid questions, and I still get asked these questions like, "Are you from Australia? What language do you speak?" Are you fucking kidding me? You don't know? It's koala, you dipshit. Or I get, "Hey, you're from Australia, you know Russell Crowe?" Mate, if I knew Russell Crowe, do you think I'd be standing here with my own fucking teeth? Or my favourite is, "Hey buddy, you're from Australia. You guys got crocodiles down there, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, and you got the Ku Klux Klan up here." I mean, we all say stupid things sometimes, you know? Like, when your house is being robbed, and you would say, "Who's there?" If I was robbing your house, do you think I'd give you my fucking name? Or when your friends they try to get all philosophical on your ass and they're like, "Hey man, every cloud has a silver lining." And I'm like, "Hey man, that doesn't really help me because I'm fucking colorblind." Or I don't know if American guys say this, but when an Australian guy meets a woman and he's talking about a woman he doesn't find particularly attractive, he would say to his mate, "Hey, I wouldn't fuck her with your dick." I wouldn't let you fuck her with my dick. That's my dick. What if it doesn't like her? Fuck off. Now, you probably all heard about the floods in Australia. Good, thank Christ, I thought I was going to have to educate you on that one. No, Australia, well, it's in Queensland, and Queensland is 2.5 times the size of Texas. And Texas is basically the same size as Texas being underwater. Now, I wasn't able to talk to my mum for quite some time, and she's right in the middle of the floods. I got a hold of her a couple of days ago, and I thought she'd be all distraught. and she's fucking happy as a pig in shit. I said, Mum, why are you so happy? She's like, the fishing's never been so good. I just opened the door, there's no need for a rod, they swim straight into my kitchen. Crocodiles are running a shuttle service from 7 to 12. She said she learned something. I said, what's that, Mum? She said, I didn't know Aboriginals could swim. God bless you, Mum. You gotta love her. You gotta love a mum like that. I got arrested recently. Hey, I am Australian, come on. For urinating in a public place. Technically I wasn't really urinating, I was about to urinate. But the police officer said, stop, turn around, put up your hands. And I said, no, I don't think that's a very good idea, buddy. He arrested me for second-degree public indecentness, whatever that means. And I said, second degree, officer? What's first degree? He said, having a small penis. Now, I don't know about you guys, but jail is not a fun place. You know, it's full of fucking convicts and murderers and rapists, but if you're Australian, it's just like being back at home. I was doing a tour down south over Christmas. It's a lovely neck of the woods, people are very friendly, and I was introduced to this amazing, fascinating sport called noodling. Has anybody ever heard of noodling? Thank Christ, because it's a very weird sport. You basically stand in the water, the murky waters, and you stick your fist down a deep dark hole in the hopes that a catfish will latch onto it. It's the only sport in the world you can get away with fisting an animal. Now, other known objectives used to describe this sport are hogging, dogging, gagging, gurgling, stumping, and tickling. I thought Charlie Sheen should have his own league. He'd be the fucking master, wouldn't he? I was doing the tourist thing many years ago with my grandma, God bless you, doll, and we were seeing all the sights, and I ran out of room to store all my stuff. I had a passport, I couldn't get any fake ID because I didn't know any Mexicans at the time. And I had a water bottle, all that shit, so I had to go into a store, and there was an Indian dude behind the counter, and I said, mate, can I get a bum bag? And he didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. Well, the sounds of it, neither do you. I said, it's like a pouch, and you click it in the side, you spin it around the rear, and he's like, oh, a fanny pack. I said, you fucking what? He said, fanny pack. Now, fanny in Australia means woman's vagina. My grandma happened to be standing next to me this time. I didn't want her thinking that we were going to store all my belongings in her vagina. So I put it in a bra. Thank you, Grandma. It was at Halloween, I got dressed up with my girlfriend, and everybody dresses up for Halloween in America. And I got dressed up as John Lennon and Yoko Ono. So I wasn't Yoko, my girlfriend was, but I was all dressed in white, wig, the glasses, the whole kit and caboodle. Went out, had a merry old time with the missus, got slightly shit-faced. Now, when I got home, I live in Sunset Park, and Sunset Park is full of Mexicans. Not that I have a problem with Mexicans, I had a problem with the two amigos passed out on my doorstep. So I thought, fuck, hello, let's have a bit of a laugh with these guys. My girlfriend's like, honey, leave them alone, what if they're carrying a knife? And I'm like, well, go upstairs, make them some refried beans, it'll be fine. Much to her dismay, I sent her on her way. I walked over to my two little amigo buddies, and I said, hello down there. Has it been a hard day's night, you know? And one of my little buddies looked up, and he looked like he'd seen a fucking ghost. He nudged his other buddy. His buddy looked up and said, Jesus? True story, that one. I like Mexican food. Now, I don't know why you guys, you know, you have those speed bumps and you write bump on a speed bump. Because when I hit a speed bump, I don't go, oh, bump. It's more like, oh, fuck. Or my fucking spring coils. Or shit, my girlfriend's put on some weight. In Australia, we have a name for this. We put words on these bumps. Like if you hit a little bump, it says bugger. Right? You hit a medium-sized bump, it says fuck me. You hit one of those really big-sized bumps, you look over your shoulder and say, fuck, that was my girlfriend. On a serious note, I was kicked out of the Outback Steakhouse. Glad you guys find that funny. Because I certainly didn't. The American waitress didn't really believe that I was Australian. She said I had a fake Australian accent. I said, listen, darling, would you prefer it if I went outside, got changed in my best Crocodile Dundee outfit, cracked open a can of Foster's and threw another shrimp on the barbie? Thankfully, to my surprise, she said no real Australian male would do that. So I did what any real Australian male would do. I pulled out my best Mel Gibson quote. And I said, listen here, sugar tits. You're being a cunt. Come back to me when your IQ is as high as your skirt. I got free shrimp that night. Thank you very much, guys. Cheers.
Nick Stevenson, give it